All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. So this video is basically how to set up using the new platform ProctorU that Zendesk is using for their exam. Um, Hold on, please. Hold on for a while. Hello, Che. I'm on a call. I'm on a call. Let me call you back. All right. Sorry about that. So this is the new platform and how to go about it. So we'll just get into it right away. The first thing you need to do is, let me share my entire screen. Perfect. So the first thing you need to do is you go to the yeah, this page. You come here to certification exam and you click on certification exams, right? Certification program, and you click on certification exams. Right. When you come to the certification exam, the first one, which is this, you're going to click on it. When you click on it, this is what you see where you purchase the exam. So you click here to purchase. When you click on purchase, it's going to take you where you're going to make payments. You already have the code which will be given to you. So you get the code. Oh my days. I'm so sorry about this. I'm not supposed to share this. Hold on. I don't want to share the entire code, so let me stop sharing my screen. I will get the code. Just give me a moment. Um, yes, give me a moment to get the code. Perfect. Yes, I've gotten the code, so let me share my screen back. Um, yes, so impute the code. If you don't have the code, you have to pay for it, and then you click apply. Right? Once you see that, for you to know that the code is working, this amount here will change to 0.00, and then you click purchase, right? When you click purchase, the next page that's going to show you will see a button that is a launch button. Yes, you're going to click on start, and from this start, it's going to take you to where you would click on the launch button, right? This launch button is what will direct you into ProctorU, right? You can see it here. Please click on the button to redirect to what ProctorU, where you'll be able to schedule your exam. So I'm just going to click launch. It's going to open a new tab for me. And this tab is where I would be putting in your information, right? The first question here says, do you have a ProctorU account already? I am guessing that majority of you, if not all of you, would not have a Proctor account. So do you have it? The answer is no, you don't. If so, please click yes and begin below and log in. So the thing is, when you start, you are going to create an account, right? As a first timer. Now, if you ever find yourself here again, what you need to do is to log in, right? But for now, and I would suggest that whenever you want to access ProctorU, please go through your Zendesk and then come into the platform. That way, you know, it's easier for you to just go into your account directly. And for this, you're going to click no, and it's going to take you to where you would register for a ProctorU, right? Apologies for my network, it's a little bit slow, but once it's loaded, we will continue with the next line of action. Let me check my internet to the best internet I'm using. Let's give it a moment. Oh, perfect. So now it's opened, and then you can see some names have already been some of these input fields has some things here already. So you can see her name already, you can see her last name already, you can see her email already. So now we are going to put in her password, which is very important here. So now I'm going to put in, let me see. Okay, so it's not showing a password. So I'm going to put in a password for her. And then the same password again. Time, I'm going to choose Africa. So I think it's Lagos, Africa. We are GMT +1. So I'm going to choose GMT +1 Africa, Lagos, right? Phone number, I'm going to put in her phone number. Just give me a moment while I get the phone number. Her phone number, just read it, please. I'm going to put in her phone number, but for me to put in her phone number, I have to also stop this. So I'm not sharing her personal information. So I'm going to share it back. Or yes, let me just put in her phone number first. Hopefully, um, and then you're going to select country. So you already see it. You can see it from your own end. You're going to select country, which is Nigeria, and then you would select your region, which is Lagos, right? Which is Lagos State, right? You're going to click on the box that said, by checking this box, you can create an account or, all of those information. So I'm going to check the box, the two boxes that you can see there. I am not a robot. And then there's a small box. You would also see, please check both of them. And then when you're done, you create an account. So the reason why I can't show you this is because she has some personal information I wouldn't like other people to see. So hence the reason why I'm doing it. But you see the two boxes, like I said, by checking this box and clicking create account, you agree to major learning's terms of service and privacy policy. So create account. While I am doing this, let me share my screen back. Right. Let's add the following questions to continue. Yeah, so the next thing you're going to see here is it's going to ask you, are you an EU citizen or a current EU resident? The answer is no, right? So I'm going to click no and I'm going to click submit. And then it takes you here, right? Where you want to schedule your exams. Now, there are two things you need to understand here. One is schedule on demand. Now, schedule on demand means you want to schedule for your exam immediately and probably take it, you want to take your exam immediately, actually. Schedule it for like less in the next 30 minutes and take your exam. I would prefer you schedule for a later date, so you can try, play around all of those things, schedule for a later date, and then you click submit, right? I'm going to show you the schedule on demand, but please click on schedule for a later date. Okay, so for this, I'm going to be choosing a date for her, which will be Friday. And then I'm going to choose time to be, let's say, 9 o'clock. And then ensure that it's AM and not PM, because this is night, obviously, and this is day, right? So 9 o'clock, and I'm going to submit search. It's going to bring out some of the time available for exams here. So let's wait while that is loading. Yeah, so you can see it. We have one at 8:30, we have 8:40, we have 8:50, we have 9:10. So I'm just going to schedule her for 9:10, right? Click select, and then you click schedule, right? When you do this, you're going to schedule for the exam. Now, this is the first step. The second step is the platform or the browser. So for you to write this exam, it is advisable to download a browser called, forgotten the name now, let me check, Guardian browser, right? You can see it here. Download the Guardian browser, right? But before I download the Guardian browser, I can see this here that says, take note of this number. That is one thing. Another thing again is you will see here where it says print receipt. For this information to be here, I don't know the importance of this information, but it's important that you have it just in case, you know, there is an issue and then, they tell you to provide these documents. I like, playing, should I say playing safe? So I always ensure that I have, all the necessary information, whether it's important or it's not important. I just have it, should in case there is an issue and the information becomes, or the document become important. Since I'm not printing a certificate, I can just come here, I have the certificate, and I think I can save this, right? And if I can't, all I have to do is to just try to print. So I'm just going to use my sniping tool, and I'm going to use my sniping tool and then screenshot this just in case. Okay. It's not so important, but should in case anything happens, she has a backup. Yeah, just give me a moment. Let's see. Okay. Right. The next thing to do here is, so we are done with the receipt, and come back here and then you click on this first one that says download Guardian browser, right? Click on it. It's going to take you somewhere, and then it has, if you can see, you will realize that I've already started downloading the browser, but I already have it here, so I'm not going to install it twice, right? And what I can do is I can come here and double click here and automatically start browsing. But for people who would like to also go to their folder where this information is, all you can do is to click here, and then it brings you to, the place where you can have all the necessary information. So this is it here. And then I'll double click here and start the process of installing the Guardian browser into my system. Okay. On the process of installing it, hopefully this doesn't take time. So I'm done installing the Guardian browser. It's supposed to show me that I can open it. Just a moment. Okay, I think it's still loading. Because I'm sure it should have shown me something like open. Okay, perfect. So you can see it's popped up. Yeah, right? So now I have my Guardian browser installed. The next thing for me to do is I will go back here. Now that I am done, I can go back here and then see other information that's necessary. So there's something I want to do here. Try and see how I can access it from here. Is to check if your system requirements. So we are done with part 2. But the next thing I want to do also is to check my system requirement, if I am good enough to, or my system is good enough for me to take this exam, right? Let me see if I can check for it here. Trying to look for where I can go to see. Let's see. Okay, let's go to this how to test your equipment. So we have downloaded the browser. So we'll come here and we check this. We check this, test your equipment. You can see it. Let's see if we can. Okay, use this link to test your equipment. So yes, come here. It will tell you open the Guardian browser. You click on this, then it will open your Guardian browser, right? Which is already opened. So hopefully it's loads. So it's loading, you can see it here, right? Guess it's many talks. So yes, this is basically what you need to do. So it's important for you to download this browser. It's important to hold an identification card, your no, sorry, not passport, your ID, photos card, international passport if you have one, document, and for the day of the exam, you can then you know, you can then be ready for the exam. So I'm just going to come here and then it will show me results already. Just hold on, please. So it's retrieving results. Let's wait for the results to be out. Okay, so it is wrong. Something else is wrong. This is some tests were able to run in your browser. Let's see. Connected to ProctorU video server failed. I think this should be related to internet. And also you can see here it says my internet also failed. So yes, computer settings. So there's some computer settings that also failed. And then my internet settings also failed my laptop, and then see if it is going to be possible. But yes, once all of this is checked, you're good for the exam. If it's not, please come to the academy so that we can try it from take you can take the exam from our end, right? Still waiting to see this again, see if it's my laptop's fault, or just trying to retake the test. But yes, basically this is the whole process, and the day for the exam, you can come in and then take your exam, right? I saw something very interesting also. So if you come here, you'll see something that says take it now. In case you want to take the exam now, I think it's supposed to be, if you can't click on this, then why is it here? A session. So let's see. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, and I hope this helps you with setting up for your exam. If there's any issue, please come here also, and download the Guardian. If you have not, you can test your equipment and you can check for this. And this is the time for our exam, which is going to happen in 22 hours. So thank you very much for your time, and then go ahead with setting up for your exam.